On page 424, it gets into annotations. And basically, annotations are nothing more than symbols that we use on the drawing to convey more information that isn't readily available just by looking at either the pictures or the dimensions. And there are many types available. One of the most common ones is notes. I use this all the time. And again, it's just to direct the machinist or whoever is using this drawing to give the more detail that you want to convey, to make sure that whoever is making this part for you by looking at this drawing has that same information that you want, so you get the part back that you want. So here's some of the properties that are unique to the drawings, and we can look at these here. We have sheet size, format size, sheet name, sheet scale, template size, and then the total sheets in the document. And so what we're going to be looking at next are notes. And so to get to notes, we're going to come up here to annotation and then note. And now this gives us a lot of options, a lot of flexibility. And so we've got different styles that we could pick if we needed. We're going to none. We can format the text by centering or justifying to one side or the other. I can put my text at any degrees. I can rotate it. We can add leaders, which are, the lines that lead you from the note to point at a certain thing. We're going to pick none. And then we can put a border around the box if we want. Different shapes. We're going to select none. And basically, it just gives you a lot of flexibility. And then word wrap. Do we want to wrap around something? And so what this does, it gives you a lot of flexibility, to customize your drawing. And so what it does, because I clicked on that note, now it gives me this box and I can put this anywhere I want. I'm going to click up here next to my isometric view, and I'm going to type in configuration. So now if I hit enter, it's going to place this note here, and then I have to escape out of it, because what it would let me do is place this note in multiple places before getting out of it. What we're going to do is we're going to link this note. And I wouldn't say that's typically the way that I would use this, but what we're going to do is, by linking this, now if we move this to another page or move it around or whatever, this note is going to stay linked to this configuration and to this view. So how we get to that, and first what we're going to do is I'm going to make sure the cursor is at the end of configuration. I'm going to put enter. What that does is it gives me another line to either enter additional text, or it's going to allow us to link this. Now I'm going to come over here, and I've got some options here under my degree, and I'm going to pick this second one, which is linked to property. We're going to say model found here. We're going to do current drawing view, and then my property name, I want to come down here to configuration. And now you can see that it added machine long into that comment, because that is the file that I have open. And so that is correct. And we're going to click OK. And now I can move this. And so you can see that I've got this again. And so what the easiest way to do is just hit escape and get out of there. And now I can come back here and I can move this, place that in a little bit better spot. But now if I have the short version up here, the forged version, what I have open on this sheet, it will be represented here. I can also copy images here too. And so if I click in this, our isometric view, and I come up here to edit and copy, and now I'm just going to click in this blank space here, come back and go edit, paste. And I can move I can move this view. Because we linked this, if I come over here in this drawing view and now I come to my drop down and I pick machine short, you can see that that just shortened up because it's linked. It's linked to our other configuration. And now I can take this and I can move this over here. And now I can look at both images on that screen and um, and see them both. And now they're, again, those comments are both linked to the correct image. SolidWorks also makes it easy for us to add GD&T, or geometric dimension and tolerancing symbols, to our drawing as well. And so if I clicked on section AA, and we'll just zoom in here for a second, and we want to add a datum feature. And so I'm going to come up here and I'm going to click on datum feature. And actually, I'm going to escape out because it thinks I already selected that line. Now let's select this line. I'm going to come out here, place my datum A. We're going to come in here and we're going to select this hole here for datum B. Okay. Now I'm going to escape to get out of that command. And now we're going to add a surface finish. So if I come up here, I've got a symbol for surface finish. I'm going to select that. I want to select this symbol. I want to select the second one in. And then I'm going to come out here and I'm just going to select this. I thought I could select that datum line, which is where I want it. We'll select this line here. And we'll end up just placing it here. And I'm going to hit escape and I'm going to get rid of this one. That was a mistake. And now we're going to add some dimensions to this. And so the easiest way to put dimensions on a part is to access this up here, Smart Dimensioning. And you can look in the book on page 427. It shows the dimensions there. And so I can just come in here and we'll put this first one. We're going to click on that vertical line. And it's showing a height from here to here. And it's showing a height from here to here. If you don't like the arrows, like here, this is correct. But if you didn't like them, there's these little handles on the arrow. And if I click on that, the arrows go from outside to kind of inside the part. But we're going to leave them there. I can also flip this dimension by coming up this leader line, and there's another handle here. And I can click on that, and it's going to move that to the other side. And so again, it's just about housekeeping, how you like your drawing to look. And so we can move things out. I can move this out here. And you can see I have this little inference line that shows up when the two dimensions are aligned. All right, let's put some dimensions on this other view. Let's open this up a little bit. And we'll start with this one. It's a diameter. And then start with this here. And that's a radius, which is fine. If I ever want to change that, if I hover over this, you can see I've got display as radius, display as a diameter, display as linear. And so we can also right click and we can change that as well. All right, let's put this diameter in here. And then this last one is this radius. Let's move this. I have to get out of smart dimension, but I'm going to just move this up a little bit. And I should be able to move this and tuck that underneath it. Again, just make it's all about housekeeping and making things how you want that drawing to look. So in the book on page 428, it actually has us change these to diametrical. And so if we click on these, we can hover and I can change that to a diameter. I can do the same here. Or I can right click, I can last for this video, we're going to go up here and we're going to click on this dimension. And what we're going to do is we are going to click on precision and we're going to change this to bilateral dimension. Let's see, no, not bilateral. We're going to change this to limit. And we're going to change this max limit to 0.1. And the min limit to 0.2. And then we're going to change our precision back to 1. And so now you can see that it gave us a min and max value of that. And so we're going to go ahead and we're going to close this drawing. So make sure you are saving this along the way because we still have a few things left to do. We'll probably finish this up in one more video.